Hey everyone, we are very excited to be talking about LoveCraft Country tonight. New series on HBO. This is the first episode, our instant cast. Gary, what did you think?
This is an amazing show. This right here, this is a hit. Misha Green, you have done your thing. I think this comes from a book, a novel, same title from Matt Ruff. This is an amazing show. If you haven't watched it, go watch it now.
Yeah, not knowing much about the background, I just saw the trailer of the show maybe a few months ago, and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. You can't really go wrong with HBO shows. So I will do my research in the next few days before we get into our full recap and kind of get some backstory as far as if it's off of a book series, da-da-da. But just from my first initial thoughts of watching it, I was kind of confused at first because it started off with some sci-fi stuff, and I'm like, whoa, they're going deep into it.
Yeah.
And then it brought it to not present day, but to like real life. And then even in the real life, there was sci-fi stuff with the monsters at the end. I mean, by the end of the episode, I was like, okay, I was about to say, let's watch the next episode because I'm so used to binge watching stuff.
Right.
And then I realized, oh no, it's a brand new show. So they did their job. They got me hooked.
They did the damn thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm a big fan of Journey Smollett. Been watching her since she was a little kid actor.
I mean, it was just an amazing cast all the way around.
Yep. Courtney B. Vance.
Right.
Can't go wrong with him at all. Like, literally, he can do no wrong. And then, what is the guy's name from The Last Black Man in San Francisco? I believe it's Jonathan. I was just looking it up.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. So people are really excited for him. I know you enjoyed that movie, Last Black Man in San Francisco.
That was my movie.
Yeah. I didn't enjoy it as much, but I'm very much excited. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at the cast, and it looks like maybe it was her. Oh no, maybe that's why it hasn't showed him, because I'm like, I don't remember him in the show. I'm looking, and I can't. Yeah, Michael Williams. Do you know who that is? Based off the name immediately.
Yeah, The Wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is gonna be so good, because I was like, I don't remember seeing him, but he must be coming in next episode. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is going to be good.
I mean, this has an amazing cast. The storyline is just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and what's crazy about it is it's so real.
Yeah, like even though it's supposed to be set, like I think in the early 1960s or 1950s, they try to make stuff seem like it's not that way anymore. It's like, oh, thank God we don't have to go through that. No, police are still harassing us. Black people still can't get equal treatment or quality treatment when they go into establishments.
And in some places, it's still, you can't be here after sunlight.
Yeah, the whole Sundown thing, of course I've heard it, but I haven't, this is not a term I've heard in a very, very long time.
Well, growing up in Georgia, I've heard it.
Okay. But they were like legitimately scared, because when they said that, this police officer was like, well, sunrise at 7:09, and they're like, go, go, go. And I'm like, are they like, is he really going to do that? Could he legally do that? Clearly, I guess he could.
Okay, man, I'm scratching my head. Can he legally?
Yeah, I mean, clearly they legally get away with killing people now.
How many legal killings have the police done?
Right.
Illegal killings.
Right.
I mean, they get away with it all the time.
Now, when the monsters showed up, did you think the monsters were there to save him, or you think the monsters just came at the nick of time?
I think they came at the nick of time. I thought they came at the nick of time. I'm sorry. And after a minute, or after a couple of, when they got the whistle to come back, I realized they were there to save him.
Oh, you think they were there to save him at the end?
Yes.
Well, then why were they about to they were about to attack the girl, Letitia? They were about to attack her.
I mean, I just think they were let go. They were let loose. And once the job was done,
it was like, come on back. Yeah.
Let's reel them back in.
Yeah. I'm excited. I mean, sci-fi is always fun, and then mixing it in, I don't think we've ever seen something like this before with such a large amount of black cast and making it super, super sci-fi.
Right, never.
This is going to be fun.
This is one of a kind.
Yeah. And then clearly Tick is going to be our guy that knows it all, because even Uncle George was like, okay, what happens to vampires when they bite someone? And then that's when you see the monster guy changing literally in seconds into a monster, or the police changing into a monster.
Right. And you know what? Even then, you couldn't get the other police officer to shoot him.
Yes.
He still held the gun on them.
Still holding the gun. Oh, like, racism,
come on.
yo.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's a crazy thing. Because out of their self-interest, he still couldn't even shoot the police officer. And man, I mean, okay, first of all, the police officers, when they were still talking shit, when all this was going on, he's like, "You little smart nigga." And I'm like, are you really being racist at a time like this still? But like, you know what I mean?
Telling
like,
them to, move the table first.
Yeah,
no, you do it.
Move the table, man. And that's why I like when Tick was like, "Fuck you."
One-armed bastard. You move it.
You move it. I would have been cussing his ass out. This is when you get that ass whooping you've been deserving for so long. And I love that Tick was like, I love that Tick kept getting smart with him. Because, when especially with them calling him a little smart, the smart N-word and stuff like that. It's just like, it made my blood boil. And I was like, man, kick their ass real quick. But I know they can't, but that's what I wanted to happen, really.
I mean, this show really made my blood boil.
Yeah.
It did. Seeing that this is the stuff that we had to go through. This is stuff that our people had to go through. And this is not that long ago.
Right.
They went to a restaurant to eat, and the guy looked at him like, you heard the phone call.
Yeah. Like, after what you did to Miss Lydia, like, what the fuck did they do to Miss Lydia? Or they burnt her place down.
Burnt the place down. That's why they said this is not the same name.
Right. It's crazy how racism works. Like, how people will do. I mean, like Uncle George was saying, like, our money spends the same way, but they rather, like, burn you down and do all some crazy shit rather than just, like, get your business.
Your money spends the same way. You're paying the same taxes. Everything you do is equal.
Right.
But you're not getting equal treatment.
Well, and while you were watching, you're like, I wouldn't even want to go to an establishment like that. And there's some establishments that we don't go now, which I guess I'm going to throw this company name out, but what's that? Cracker Barrel. It's like not, like, I don't know if it's official, but like everyone always says Cracker Barrel's like racist and stuff like that. It's like, why would you want to go to an establishment if you think it's racist and if you think they may do something to your food?
Well, I've been to Cracker Barrel before. I've been there too. After, I thought, that their little racism stage was over with.
Right.
And then, like, years back, remember the black lady got beat up?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So
yeah.
Like,
or slapped or something. Something crazy happened to her.
Slapped or punched in the face a couple of times.
Right.
I'm like, nah, this is not the place.
Right. Which I understand in their instance that they didn't really have too many choices. So it was not like, okay, we're coming here instead of like the black owned business that's across the street. Like this was their only option and they were hungry. But like, honestly, I was also thinking like, fuck that. Like, don't give them any of your money,
I want to give them shit.
Right.
And not only that, remember when the bus broke down?
Mm-hmm.
When the bus broke down, he kind of figured that, hey, this guy's not going to give us a ride to the station.
Yep.
That's why he went over to help the black lady.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
After they already
you paid the same fee to get on that bus, and now this guy's telling you, well, we didn't see it happen, but we know what happened.
Right. They didn't just walk for the fun of it in the hot sun.
Yeah, we're all full.
Right.
Walk. That's crazy.
Yep.
But I can't wait to watch again and just deep dive into this show.
Same
here.
It's
already looking amazing. The cast amazing. The storyline's amazing. And then going on Twitter tonight, seeing all the comments, all the interaction is amazing.
Yeah, seems like the public loves it. And of course, like Jordan Peele's a producer, and then J.J. Abrams. And if you guys watch Watchmen, I got vibes of Watchmen a little bit, like the monster, what was the monster, like the octopus monster on Watchmen?
Octopus?
Yeah, like I kind of got
large squids.
Yeah, the squid. I got vibes from that at the beginning of the show when like it was like the octopus type of, I don't know, UFO was attacking them or whatever was going on in the beginning. So I definitely want to do some research on the behind the scenes as far as like the history of this story and like if it's off books and stuff like that. Even though I was hoping when I first saw the trailer it was like a brand new series with no background because we could all just go into
come from books.
Yeah,
but come from a book, LoveCraft Country,
which I kind of don't like because it'd be nice if everyone was just watching now. But when something has like a book behind it or a movie behind it, people always are going to be like, well, actually in the book this is what happened. And it's not as like, I'm not gonna say fresh, but everyone's not watching and learning everything.
Everybody's
at the same
not
time.
watching with the same eyes.
Right.
There's some people that's going to be so far ahead of you or going to criticize everything that happens.
Right.
But I haven't seen that tonight. I haven't seen it because I don't think a lot of people read this book.
I had never heard of it, this is why I'm going to do some research on it.
Right.
See.
And you named
Jordan Peele.
Mm-hmm. J.J. Abrams. But we got to give Misha Green her props.
Okay. Is she the writer?
She brought this to life.
Okay.
She's the one that's developing the series.
Oh, okay. Good. Now, what do you think about the white people at the end? Are those the same white people that probably helped? I mean, I know it was a man at the end that answered the door and said, "Welcome home, Mr. Freeman." But do you think it was like he's part of the same group that helped save them earlier from those white racists?
It is. It was the same car that was in the parking lot. Not parking lot. In the driveway.
Oh, it was. Oh,
yeah.
Good eye. Okay. So that's interesting. Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
What are your overall thoughts? What are you thinking right now those people are, and what do you think is gonna? Why do they say welcome home when he clearly has never been there before?
Well, apparently his mother is from there, or has something to do with it. I mean, that's how it started, where his father sending him a letter saying that he's a part of something, or his mother has a background that they don't know about.
Right.
So he don't know. I think he has a feeling, because when they saved him earlier, it seemed like he stared at the white woman.
Yeah.
So it's some kind of connection, some kind of feeling he had. But I mean, it's a story. It's just deep. Yeah. It's gonna get deeper.
And then who was the lady that he he called in Korea? Like, was it somebody he fell in love with in the war?
Most likely.
Okay. So we'll see where that goes too. But I'm excited. I'm really, really excited for this show. Can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is all we got, you guys. We'll be back later on this week. We do also cover I May Destroy You, which comes out on Monday nights. And I believe we only have an episode or two, just a few episodes left of that at the very most. So not sure when this full recap will come out. It'll come out later in the week. But just be sure to hit us up. If you want to leave your feedback and want us to talk about it on the podcast, send your feedback in as soon as you can. host@theverdictsin.com. That is HOST@theverdictsin.com, or even HOSTS@theverdictsin. Both
right, or go on our Twitter feed.
Yep, go on our Twitter @theverdictsin or Facebook.com/verdictsin. And we will discuss your feedback on the podcast.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So until then, I'm Nicole.
I'm Gary.
Bye.